Coll, just how tough a game was that from a defender's point of view today?
Yeah, very tough. I know the Alloa manager well. I know what he demands from his players, and his players give them everything every time we've played them. So we were under no illusions today how hard the game it was going to be, and we had to stand up to long balls and balls in your box. But I thought over the piece we managed to defend well enough. There was a couple sort of moments, but clean sheet is really positive against a team like Alloa that will never stop sort of coming, and we're delighted with the win today.
How important could that win be? Because a lot of fans make a point of, winning ugly is a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, winning ugly is a sort of two-edged knife. Like sometimes you're disappointed that you can't play well, but then there is that other aspect where even though you're not playing well, you're winning, and you need to sort of gather other qualities. You need to do other things when you're beating teams 3 or 4-0. You don't really need to rely on. So to have that side to our game today was really pleasing. But we know it's there. Like, it's something that maybe in the past month it's really come to the forefront. I think games like away at Alloa in the Cup, away at Edinburgh and stuff. Today here we've got that sort of bit between our teeth now. We're winning games, and it isn't always pretty. Like Monday was pretty and we played really well, but then we come here on Saturday, league business, which is bread and butter, and do enough to win the game.
It was a bit of a kind of drab first half, I think, for the fans. They were a bit in the dumps at half time with some of the comments going past us. But what a strike from Coll just before half time to give us a lead.
Yeah, I mean, Call's been outstanding. I think the quality Coll has is well above League One standard, and I think he's sort of getting into that form now where he's proven that on a consistent basis. Really good boy as well, so I'm delighted to see how well Call's doing, and I just want him to keep going because I actually think there's even more there, to be honest. So Call's doing really well for us. He's scoring big goals, he's taking pressure off defence at the end there, he's putting balls in the box, he's playing really well. It was a tough first half, but I think, to be honest, I think there's been a lot said about football fans in terms of like they get on players' backs and stuff, but I haven't really seen that side of the Falkirk fans, and they've been very supportive all over the season for us, and it is hard. Like, I'm a football fan as well. I know what it's like when your team's not winning at home and you just come here and expect to roll teams over, but Alloa are not a team that you can just show up and we'll beat them. So the fans have been great, and it was a really good travelling down on Monday night, and I think there is a real speaking to somebody in the club during the week, we are sort of building that connection more with the fans. Cup runs help that, winning in the league, runs or wins in the league, which we're putting together now. So no, I think the fans need to take a lot of credit for how they've backed us so far, and hopefully we can keep repaying them with wins at home and good away results as well.
A few chances in the second half. Could we have been further ahead?
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple. I think Matty had a goal chalked off for offside. They cleared one off the line from Matty. Matty did really well when he came on, give us that sort of other side, a wee bit more of a physical presence when the game got a bit more stretched. Thinking back, I think Max had one rolled across the box, which he did really well for. But no, it was a tough second half. I think in the back of your mind we were quite happy with the goal we had, but you're not wanting to then go into your own box because that's kind of what they're looking for. So we're always going to sort of create chances. I think we've got players in forward areas that they've got ability, and that ability is going to come through at some point. And I think Kai, Cal, Nizzy, even Hendo, and then when Max comes on, I thought Max did really, really well for a debut. So we've got weapons in the forward areas, and so then it's up to me and the rest of the defence and midfield to keep the back door shut.
And that's the thing, when they go 3-4-3 for the last 10 minutes, put the 3 6-foot+ boys up front, and with due respect to them, it was direct balls to them. What's your mentality like as a defender? Is it just a case of you just got to try and dig in for the next 10-15 minutes?
Yeah, we've got to let him.
The stadium is now out of event mode.
I think, well, there's been a lot of talk. The manager's sort of drilled into us how good Alloa are in the forward areas, and I take that a wee bit personally, that he seemed to be a wee bit sort of nervous that we weren't going to stand up to it. So I just sort of thought, nah, I'm good in there as well. I'm going to go and head the balls and try and deal with this. So it was just a desire thing, but it was all over the back four as well. I thought Blaine defended really well second half, Saki did well, and Leon especially. I spoke to Leon after the game and I just said how good his clearances are, because there's types of clearances where you can go in a header, it bounces in there and it's getting put back in your box. Leon's heading the ball 20-30 yards, we are then turning defences, and the whole game's changing off that. So Leon's been outstanding all season, but I thought today he showed that different side of him, because he's not a big guy, Leon, but he's aggressive and he won his more than his fair share of headers. So it was just roll your sleeves up. Like you need to deal with these sort of things. You can't just always play pretty football.
And just finally, obviously, it's a big result for us today, and of course with the points being dropped at the East End Park as well, 1-1 I believe the final score there, back to 5 points, and this title hunt's not over yet, is it?
No, I mean we've never really given up hope on the title hunt, even after Saturday's result at Airdrie, which was a madness. I didn't see it coming at 3-0 to Airdrie, but these things can happen and you can't let these things affect us. We could have gone to Darvel thinking maybe out the league here, tough night at Darvel, but we've gone at Darvel, won at Darvel, and in the next round of the cup we've come here today, we've won today, they've dropped points. Like it's I mean, realistically it's still in our hands. If we beat them, if we win every game, we win the league. I mean, it's going to be a difficult task, but there'll be drop points along the way, and it's how you react and how you deal with these things. But not for 1 minute in that change room have we given up hope, and I think there'll be chances for us there to capitalise on.
Well, here's hoping. Coll, congratulations on the win today, and as always, thanks for your time.
Cheers, no problem.